counterparts didn't really agree with. And they would come to me.
He doesn't listen to me, but he listens to you. Can you talk to him?
I thought the fact that team members were coming to me meant that they trusted me as an advocate and recognized the influence that I had within the company. I was completely oblivious to what was actually happening there. I was the scapegoat who was willingly creating myself as a buffer from any backlash. Because as open and collaborative as that dynamic was, I also was becoming the person that was constantly questioning the CEO's decisions. This rapidly corroded our professional relationship. By the time I realized that, it was too far gone. I was out of a job and I learned the lesson too late. Do not fight others' battles. Looking back, there was dozens of ways that I still could have been helpful and impactful without sacrificing myself. The next thing you should never do at work is something that I'm also guilty of. And I was reminded of it last week when I accidentally texted my friend, I am disturbed, instead of saying I am disorganized. A little bit of a difference there. No matter what your job is, no matter what the task is, there are baseline expectations that everyone is going to be held to at work. And the most fundamental expectation is effective communications, which includes not sending out typo-written messages. I would love to send out flawless and correctly spelled messages. However, my brain is not a brain that's going to let me do that. On more than one occasion, my emails have caused uprisings of the grammar police. Regardless of your brain's disposition, we all have a lot of demands, and we are answering messages when we're on the go, and maybe not paying a lot of attention, making us susceptible to autocorrect fails. We can shake our fists at the societal expectations of perfection, but at the same time, we can also help ourselves out. For instance, I use Grammarly to watch out for my typos, misspellings, and nonsensical sentences. It does my proofreading for me, which saves me time, cognitive load, and let's be honest, from embarrassment from typos and misstatements. I love Grammarly so much, they're not even paying me to plug them right now. Clear communication is crucial to success, and especially with hybrid and remote working nowadays, clear written communications could not be more important. And I love Grammarly because it catches my incoherence before I send it to my boss, or give it as ammo to a toxic coworker. Of course, I think your ability to succeed should not be dependent on your ability to avoid.
Yeah, it's going good so far. Oh yeah, of course. Dang.
Typo.
He ain't like getting laughed at.
But it also should not depend on this. Every day, I speak with talented, ambitious professionals who want to take their career to the next level. To do that, they look to their boss for feedback. They look to their boss for mentorship and professional development opportunities. They want their boss to like them and advocate for them. You probably look to your boss for these exact same things because you know a good good boss is going to do these things and support and accelerate your career. But what happens when that boss leaves?
I picked the software engineering program because they pay very well. It's a fast-paced industry. The boot camp allowed me to keep my job, honestly, and continue working. My end goal was to be able to live in a cool city and have enough money to do fun things and enjoy my life, and I just didn't see any of that in the career I was in. I happened to see a job posting that was in Atlanta, and so I said, I'll just go ahead and apply to this. I jokingly put in like a six-figure number as what I want for my salary, and they came back with the offer with the exact same number, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of money.
Or they followed a favor with the higher-ups. Most professionals create a dependency on their boss in order to get promoted at work, and it can cost them promotions and massive pay increases. You need to have advocates beyond your boss in order to succeed at work. Your boss does not have exclusivity on the decisions regarding your career growth. In fact, I'd suggest that the person most likely to create career advancing opportunities for you is not your boss. But if you're like me, you would avoid building relationships beyond the circle that you're in, because the mere thought of bumping elbows with everyone makes me want to hide in a corner. But worry not, because you don't need to be an extroverted networker in order to avoid this mistake. You simply need to identify the power players that can create opportunities for you and advocate for you in rooms not in. If you don't know who the power players are and who has their ear and how to appeal to them, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. Lack of clarity to the power structures is one of the reasons why I see people being destroyed by office politics at work. Knowing power structures can help you avoid office politics, take control of your career, and get the paid promotions and praise that you deserve. This is so important. It is one of the focuses of my new workshop, Power Moves Mastery. This workshop is going to transform your career. You'll learn the 7 power moves to escape the BS at work, increase your influence, and take control of your career. Of course, Power Moves Mastery is going to tell you more than how to do it. I'm going to walk you through exactly how you are going to implement them in your life, in your career, in a way that is authentic and aligned to who you are. Because I think office politics should not give you the edge. Check my description for it.
Oh no. Bye.
Promo code, and you can learn more and sign up at powermovesmastery.com. This workshop is also going to help you avoid the next mistake that you should never make at work, even though it's probably a mistake you're making right now. Be honest. When I mentioned office politics without the ick, you probably thought, that's impossible. Most people have that reaction when it comes to office politics. Because when you think of office politics, you think of your incompetent empire-building boss. Your coworker who takes credit for your work, and the office gossip who has nothing nice to say. Those are dirty office politics. We hate those. We want nothing to do with those, which I'm gonna...
No! Oh, bitch! Oh. Whoa! No! Alright, I need to focus. I need to focus. What? Oh. Oh no! 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 No, 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 get off of me, get off of me!
Back to in just a minute. But according to game theory, anytime that you have two players, i.e. two people, you've got yourself a game. Which means anytime that you interact with your coworkers, you're in a game setting. All human interactions at work are part of the corporate politics game. Game theory looks at possible outcomes depending on which player in a game. And if we model that out for any situation at work, I had 14 rounds of chemo. There's thousands and thousands of kids all over the world who need help. First time having cancer. And it's the red worse.
Join the battle to save lives by supporting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
It's scary. Watch your kid battle and fight for their lives.
Children diagnosed with cancer in the U.S. will not survive.
Childhood cancer is hard.
Is when you refuse to engage in office politics. Compound counting this. When you're constantly taking L's because you refuse to engage with office politics, you're making yourself a target, especially for the dodgy coworkers that you do not want to engage with. Because when you hand over the game and guarantee them the win, they're going to take it. Ironically, most professionals avoid corporate politics until they are dragged into dirty office politics. Then they do the work. It's the same response recently, both what to do and what you absolutely should. Despite the ongoing writer's strike, which has since been resolved, the picket lines to return to. In response to the backlash, she tried to justify her actions. Whether or not you agreed with her, one thing is undeniable. More outrage ensued, which was so intense in
Round 1. Fight.
Oh my god.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
and her reputation took a hit. While that was happening, Sophie Turner, Queen of the North, was also being dragged through the mud, which I made an entire video about. Her and her team took the approach of a non-response, which made her impervious because she wasn't buying the story, which framed the stories of so wildly.
The most amazing recipes delivered. If we're gonna do this, I want us to be on the same page. And if I ask you something, no matter how many times I ask you, if you can just let me know what's going on.
I'm a top-level executive.
But I wouldn't dare say that out loud. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Ah, shit. What?
Great. Round 2. Fight.
Oh no, wait, please, don't do it. No, get your ass off of me.
Round 4. Fight.
Good for you, bitch.
Need to watch yourself. Check.
Who gonna check me, boo?
After dark. So this meetings with employees to then use their words or information out of context in order to make the employee look bad and to manipulate situations to their advantage. What can I do? There's several things that's missing here, right? Because this is a super short letter. Are you working in HR? How did you find out about the recordings? Give me some examples of how they're manipulating situations. You really don't have to give me examples. I can.
Such a good listener, Thomas. It makes me feel so special.
You are special. If you don't mind, if you could just...
This makes me feel really special, too, because, Discover's giving me cash back on debit, not just credit.
Actually, Discover gives cash back on debit to everyone.
Everybody?
Everybody, if you could just...
What about Debbie John? All those years that I couldn't find my bike, it was in her garage. But she gets it.
If she has Discover cashback debit, then... yeah.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cashback for everyone.
I'm better as an organization. And I like the strategy of HR overall. It weighs on me heavy when it comes to terminations. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I done fired quite a few people throughout my career. I talked about it in the video, so if you guys want to know more about it, you can check out this video. Because those are like my top 3 memorable terminations prior to now. I mean, obviously I did that video a while ago, but when you're doing terminations on strategy or with a riff, it's different than doing terminations on a regular basis. So I feel like doing terminations on a regular basis, most times if you manage that properly, then that employee has an idea that that termination is an option and it's coming down the road. And so for me, that just makes it not as hard, because if you know that it's an opportunity or if it's something that's coming, then that means you have opportunity to correct it. You can fix it. You know that if you can't fix it, then this is just probably best for you. So that it's almost like an easier termination, in my opinion. Even though my ref ones, it's like, come on, you knew this was coming. But whenever it is one with a riff, which is a reduction, of course, I think I already said that, then it becomes a little different because people aren't expecting it. Some people haven't really understood that with organizational changes, there could be a chance that you don't lose, that you don't stay employed. Some people assume that with that change within an organization, there's no way they're going to get rid of my position. They're not going to get rid of me. I'm an amazing employee, right? Sometimes that's not the case. When you're doing terminations like that, then it's not dependent on the person at all. That can be an employee doing what works best for the company. So that's a con for me, is doing that strategy with the termination, because a lot of times in HR, more than employee knows, and sometimes you know long before the employee knows. And that can make things where you really have to know yourself enough to not disclose this beforehand, because most times that includes a lot of legalities. And there's a lot of, documentation that goes with it. There's a high opportunity.
Yeah, I've seen Alyssa and stuff, so she looks good. I just wish she had like a trailer, but I get why they probably didn't have it.
Company can be sued. So there's tons of protections in place with those type of terminations. And so with all that strategy, you're the person getting part of that strategy prepared, and you could be working alongside an employee who just has no clue that you're working on their termination. And that's uncomfortable. So I don't really like that personally myself. I do it, it's my job. Do I like it? Nah, I think it's a con. Another con for me is knowing that so many organizations exist, knowing that they need HR, but not thinking.
Oh my god. No. Yeah. Gotta make sure those attacks hit. Wait, please hit. It worked. Exited what? The franchise or the game? I'm confused.
Of HR as a strategy or a business partner for that organization. A lot of times they just think of their HR as that transactional person, and they don't realize the benefits they're not taking advantage of when you don't look at human resources as a strategic business partner for your organization. In my opinion, you should always have human resources within any organizational changes helping to make.
Round one. Fight.
What? Oh my god, no.
Round two. Fight.
Probably a fake account, as I always say. God! Oh my god.
Round one.
No. Fuck. Damn it. No. Stop, what are you doing?
Round three. Fight. Round four. Fight.
Whoa. Oh. What shell? Shit. Wait, please. Please.
I know I can do better. Bet.
Gomez turned down invitations to a few games. Maybe she caught the vibe from these people and doesn't think that their intentions are pure. From Travis Kelce's publicist herself, confirming that the relationship between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift is in fact peak.
These are always on alert. We see you, Pia. But